Hey guys, what's up? It's Robin and welcome to the Robin's Nest. So for today's cake I was given two specifications. One, a red dress, and two, red high heels. And the very first cake that popped into my head, and I know you guys have seen these before because they were really popular for quite some time, and it's the one with the silhouette of the lady that sits on top of the cake and her dress cascades down over the side. And she always has her legs crossed and a little pair of high heels on in the silhouette, and they always just turn out so beautiful. And I've never made one before, so I'm really excited because we're going to attempt to make one of those today. Now let's get into it. So because today's cake is going to be decorated with a beautiful red dress, I decided to go with 3 6-inch layers of red velvet cake. And I'm using the lovely Liz Marek of the Sugar Geek Show's recipe, which I've never tried before, so I'm going to give it a little taste test. And I'm really excited because these baked out beautifully. They look so soft and delicious, and I can't wait to try them. So we're going to trim these down, and I'm going to let you guys know what I think. Oh, that looks so yummy and delicious. Look how moist that is. Let's try it. Oh my god. That's really good. Really, really good. Alright. So now we're going to stack and fill our cakes. Oh my gosh, guys, I can still taste it. It's so good. Highly recommend that recipe. I will be using it again. It's amazing. All right, time to stack and fill. So the first thing we're going to do is take our piping bag, which I have some black vanilla American buttercream in there, and we're just going to put a little bit on our cake board and smooth that out, and we're going to use that as glue for our first layer to stick to. Then I'm going to use that same black icing to fill our layers and start our crumb coat. Alrighty, so I finished my crumb coat, and for anybody who's interested in how I got my black so dark, all I'm going to say is AmeriColor Super Black. That's all I'm going to say because that's all you're ever going to need. It is just that good. And I'm not sponsored to say this, I just really like their products, and I love sharing my decorating experiences with you guys. Now, I really like it because you don't have to use a lot, and I also find it doesn't really have that bitter taste that a lot of brands tend to have when you use a lot of the product. So I highly recommend it. You guys should give it a try. So we're going to get our cake off into the fridge to chill now, and I'm going to refrigerate it for about 20 or 30 minutes because I really want to solidify these icing layers and the outer layer, so that way when we add our final coat, this layer is going to stay put. So let's get this in the fridge, and then we can start working on our topper. So most of the toppers that I've seen for these cakes have ponytails with bows in their hair, but this cake is for somebody a little bit more mature, so I opted to change the ponytail. So I thought about something a little more elegant, and I chose to go with an updo with some cascading curls, and she's going to have little red high heels, and her glass will be red, and she's also going to have a little red necklace around her neck as well. And I think she looks really, really pretty, and she looks a lot different than any of the other ones that I've seen. She kind of stands out. She's a little bit unique, so hopefully she turns out okay. So the first thing we're going to do is roll out our black fondant, and I've added some Tylo powder to this because we want this to firm up really, really well because she's going to stand up on top of the cake. So we're going to get this rolled out nice and thin, probably about 1/8 of an inch thick. Then we're going to lay our stencil on top of our freshly rolled fondant. We're going to mark it off, and then I'm going to use my X-Acto knife to very carefully cut out the entire pattern, and then we're also going to cut out the little pieces of red, and we're going to piece that all together, and I will show you what she looks like. Alright guys, here she is. Didn't she turn out awesome? I absolutely love her. She looks so classy and elegant. Oh, I can't wait to see her on top of the cake. She's going to be so pretty. Alright, so we're going to set her off to the side and allow her some time to dry. And we're going to grab our cake and we're going to finish up that final layer of icing. So for our final coat of icing, we're going to be focusing more on the sides as opposed to the top, because we'll be adding lots of icing to the top when we add her dress later on. So I'm just going to take the rest of my black buttercream here and use my small offset spatula to apply a nice generous layer all over the cake. And then I'm going to use my metal bench scraper to smooth that all out. Alright, our final coat is finished. All we have left to do is decorate the dress. I'm so excited. But first I want to pop this in the fridge for 10 or 15 more minutes because I want to firm this up so we don't mess it up when I'm piping on that dress. So I'm going to get this in the fridge and we'll be right back. Alright, so for our dress we're going to be using some red vanilla American buttercream in a piping bag, and I'm going to be using a 1M piping tip, which is a large star tip. Now we're just going to decide which side of the cake we want to be the front, and then we can start piping on our rosettes. And ta-da! Here she is, guys, and I can't wait to hear what y'all think because I absolutely love her. She looks so elegant and classy, and I think it turned out great. Now, if there's one thing I would change, I would have refrigerated my icing just a little bit longer in my piping bag because my rosettes would have came out a little bit sharper, and I wish I had made her a little bit bigger, but besides that, I think it looks beautiful, and I really hope you guys like it too, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you guys know what to do. Leave me a big thumbs up and leave me lots of love in the comment section too, and if you haven't done so already and you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you receive a notification every time I post a new video. And if you guys try it out, I would love to see it. You can hit me up on my Instagram at the Robin's Nest 83. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.